Welcome to the part 4 of the video, and in this I would be covering another important thing about the bond pricing. When we speak about bond pricing is actually done by two set of people in the world. Now, number one is the institutional investors. Now, who the hell are institutional investors? The institutional investors are big people, just like big hedge funds in the world, like PIMCO, and all big hedge funds who take substantial positions in the bonds. They also include ETFs. Now, ETFs means exchange traded funds. As we speak, the world hold near about 7 trillion. You heard me right. 7 trillion worth of ETF market. And majority of the ETF market in the world are either passive or active. Now, when it comes to passive, they take substantial positions in the bonds of the multiple countries. While when it comes to active, they take substantial positions in the stocks like Tesla, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, and in many cases, the startups like Uber and multiple. And they lost also. So I repeat, as we speak, there are many reports in the world who give different picture of the hedge funds. Like there are some reports are saying that the hedge funds are near about $1 trillion corpus. Some are saying they have a more than $1 trillion corpus, while some are saying they have more than 10 to 15 trillion of corpus. Henceforth, to me, it is difficult to give an actual number because there are multiple sources. But when it comes to ETF, the number is more or less unique, which is 7 trillion. Even if I assume that 40% of the ETF market is passive, which means near about 3 trillion is bond market. Forget the big boys like Goldman, JP, Citi, Standard Chartered, UBS, Barclays, how much positions they are taking, covering their prop and client desk. We have no information about that, henceforth no comment, because this number never comes in public. What comes in public is the quarter number of FICC, which is fixed income currencies and commodities. Apart from that, no number comes in public. When these big boys, which includes the hedge funds, the family offices, the pension funds, the ETF market, when they take position in the bond market, they never take position in, not always take position in, I would say, the as and when the bond is issued, which is called when issued market. I'm not deliberating much on the when issued market, but I'm sure that when issued is also missing here. But let me see. They buy and sell from the secondary market. Now, when they buy and sell from the secondary market, they are subject to one thing, which is called amortization. Now, what the hell is amortization? Now, amortization means if a bond who is originally issued at a yield of 4%, and assuming for multiple reasons, increase in credit spread or decrease, or for multiple reason, the yield is at 5%, which means the bond is trading lesser than the principal. So principal assuming $100, now the bond is trading is around $95 to $96. The $4 which these big boys, hedge fund and all, they paid, this is their gain, right? But what if the yield is not 4%, rather it is 3%? Now the bond is 105, which means they paid $5 more than what it's supposed to be. This is their loss. So the net MIRR, which includes the modified internal rate of return, rather, I'm incorrect here, the net MIRRX, because the timing of the reinvestment cannot be uniform. We cannot have a uniform timing. This is the hard reality, and we need to accept that reality. But unfortunately, the bookish people like CFA, Certified Financial Analyst, they are completely away from the reality. Now, MIRRX should cover, rather in a practical cases, covering the amortization impact. Because if I have paid 95, which means the $5 is the gain. If I have paid 105, it means $5 is my loss. And that needs, I repeat, that needs to be adjusted against my net P&L. And what the hell is FICC? Which is fixed income, currencies, and commodities. And this FICC is netting off that impact from the P&L. The traders have their Excel models. In some cases, it is a proprietary model, which is by the banks, and these models are netting off that impact. Now, the end result which they get is MIRR, and that MIRR also linked to the cash trade, but that is a little bit technical. This ends up the net bond pricing. These big boys like these hedge funds, big mutual funds, big ETF, exchange traded funds, big boys like Goldman, JP, Citi, Barclays, UBS, ANZ, Westpac, they do. This is the net P&L they are getting. Trading is all subject to volatility. Sometimes they win, good. Sometimes they lose also, which is bad. But this is how it works. Like in this quarter, December 2021, I repeat, in December 2021 quarter, majority of the top banks lost it. But if I go with this book called Certified Financial Analyst, then they never lost it. Because the world is unique. There are no arbitrage opportunities, there is no volatility, and more importantly, the market goes with the academic principle. And guys, if you look at page number 13, I have clearly mentioned, just check this out. You can see that in page number 13, I have mentioned, I am making my notes, right? In page number 13, I have mentioned the right formula. And what is the right formula? The MPS, the market price of a bond, is nothing but the factor divided by the yield. And what is factor? Factor is principal plus MIRRX plus minus amortization. Because I might have bought at 95, I might have bought at 105. So it is plus minus amortization. I repeat, MPS, the market price of the bond is dependent on is a formula of factor divided by the yield. Factor formula I have given to you. Yield is tick by tick Meyer, and I'm not going into the detail, which is TBT. But having said that, one thing which we need to understand, that the highest stupidity in the life is that the big boys, Goldman, JP, Citi, Standard Chartered, Barclays, the big ETF players in the world, they all are incorrect. Their trading desk, who are making billions of dollars in every quarter, rather every month sometimes, they all are incorrect. The models, on which the bond is traded, the bond prices comes on Reuters screens, they comes on the Bloomberg screen, the benchmark curves which are coming on Reuters, they coming on the Bloomberg, they are also completely incorrect. The only right thing is that theory knowledge, and specifically talking here, the theory knowledge which is by the CFA Institute. And millions of people study this knowledge and believe that they become king. This is our video covering till what extent, I repeat, till what extent the level of stupidity we have in the degrees. Thanks to the Janus Henderson for their research report. Thanks to Amazon for providing these books on their platform. And thanks to the God that I dealt practically on Reuters and Bloomberg, which I'm doing even today. And thanks to the banking connects who are in the world of reality rather than the fiction. So guys, next time you're proud of your CFA degree, certified financial analyst, note down a number: 9899242978. 9899242978. Next time when you're proud of your CFA degree, I really love to talk to you, because I would also like to understand till what extent your degree links with the world of practicality. Have a great time ahead.